What's up guys, Blake Baker back with another video. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. If you could hit that like button for me and hit that subscribe button for me, I would greatly appreciate it. So this summer saw unprecedented skyrocketing of home prices. It jumped about 14.9% from August of last year to August of this year. And then we also saw all-time inventory lows. The problem here is it pushes a lot of buyers out of the market. So you have people that maybe a year or two ago could afford to be a first-time home buyer. Now they're having to rent and wait for prices to decrease. The market has got to balance out before it just straight up eliminates the buying power of your average consumer. So for the first time in my career, I'm seeing corporations buy up homes in residential neighborhoods, Zillow being the biggest one. So your traditional home buyer is going to be what you would say a working class American, somebody with a good job, maybe a family, dog, picket fence. And in my opinion, there's no room for corporations to be buying up homes in neighborhoods where normal everyday citizens belong. The biggest problem is that Zillow is manipulating the market. They're using low interest rate loans from big banks such as Citibank and Goldman Sachs to buy up as many homes as they can, or homes that make sense to them, in neighborhoods, and then marking the price up and selling them. So what they'll do is they'll come in and overpay for a home, which that provides a sold comp in the neighborhood, which inflates the prices of all the other homes in the neighborhood on the front end, and then they'll come back and list it even higher in hopes to get a higher price. So it almost double inflates the market in a way. And I have an example here. I'll explain more about that. So I'm reading here in one example, Zillow purchased a home listed at $415,000 for $55,000 over asking price. So they bought a home listed at $415,000 for $470,000. So what does that do? That provides a sold comp. You know, this home sold for $470,000, and then the appraisers see that, the other realtors see that, and then when listings are put on the market, that comp comes up, and then that raises the prices. Artificial inflation. Zillow went on to relist the property for $550,000. So that's $135,000 of price inflation on one home in less than 2 months. So rather than a normal home buyer purchasing the home for about $415,000, which was the true value at the time, Zillow came in and inflated the market, and it went from $415,000 to $550,000 in less than 2 months, which pushes out a considerable amount of home buyers. If this continues for years to come, it's going to get bad. The problem is now Zillow is under pressure to perform by the banks, by the shareholders, and they're getting rich, meaning the banks, the shareholders, and the corporate executives are all filling their pockets to the expense of the average American working citizen who just wants to buy a home and live their life. What can we do about this? I don't really know. I think we can spread the word to our lawmakers. I think there should be some sort of legislation against corporations buying up properties in single-family residential neighborhoods, because they're just playing puppet master in this whole thing, and they don't really care what they do to the market as long as their stock is going up and as long as they're turning dividends and profits for their shareholders. And of course, you know, those corporate executives want those bonuses. So just keep this stuff in mind when you go to sell, guys. If you get a crazy offer from Zillow, I can't tell you what to do. Just keep everything I told you in mind. I really appreciate you watching this video. If you would, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. If you have any questions, DM me on Instagram at Blake Baker Real Estate, and I will talk to you soon.